I'm the adoptive mother of two, and we were the victims of an emotional scammer. Britt contacted us, remember it was right around Labor Day. She seemed to fit the criteria in terms of what we thought would be potential birth moms. By all accounts, she seemed totally legitimate. We started talking more and more often, for 45 minutes at a time sometimes, which I just chalked up to, I was actually proud of us talking for 45 minutes because I chalked that up to I was doing a good job in keeping her engaged, and she was authentically interested in my family, and she wanted to talk to me, she wanted to talk to my husband, she wanted to hear my son's voice. She was sending us selfies of her, pictures of her daughter, pictures of the ultrasounds that she was having. She was telling me when she was going to doctor's appointments. Everything seemed legitimate. And then once we were picked, she started calling every day, multiple times a day, odd hours. It was maybe a week and a half before we were supposed to fly down and meet her in person that I was on my way home from work, and she called, and she wanted to be on the phone, but she didn't necessarily want to talk. And so I just said, well, why don't you tell me a little bit about the birth dad? You haven't talked too much about him. And she got very coy and pulled back, and I said, tell me his name again. She said, oh, why do you want to know his name? He doesn't matter. And so we went back and forth. I was like, no, the way she was acting raised a red flag for me. She said that she would text me his name, and I thought that was just really strange. When I got the text, it was a different name, first and last name, than the name that she had given me originally. For me, I was like, that was my point of realization, where I was like, okay, this is wrong. She had fit the entire criteria for emotional scamming, that we'd been selected right away by her. She wanted to talk all the time. The conversations solely revolved around her and flattery and attention and how beautiful she was and unselfish and brave. You just feel like you've been fooled. It's when you, especially going back and looking at all the images, and you're like, oh, why didn't you see that coming? Because it's so obvious once you realize. But when you're in it, and because adoption, there's so many variables in adoption, and you just think the best for everybody, and you realize that people are in very different circumstances that you're talking to than you've ever been in, and so you make allowances for people. It never crossed my mind that people would just be after my time or attention.